Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is come to the admin side. For the wrestling system, we're going to have an admin panel where you can set up everything, and then there's also going to be school or coaches logins where they can log in and post the results, put their rosters in, etc. So the first thing that you need to do is log into the admin side, and so I'll include the link in the email, and then you can log in. And the way we have everything managed is it's kind of a hierarchy system. So we have the years manager. So obviously this year we're in 16-17. To create 16-17, I'll just do that right now. And I'll make it active. But in future years, what we can do is we can close it and archive all the years. So from here on out, everything's going to be, the active year is going to be 16-17, so you can start testing for that. We will have to input all the schools' names. We do have that all on CIF Home, and we can import some of that over for you. But the schools do have to be added here. If you want to go ahead and add a couple schools as a test, you can. Once a school has been added, then you can go ahead and create a user for the school. So what you're doing is creating a login for the coach or for the person at the school that is going to be logging in and inputting the data. So what you're going to say is they're going to say they're a school user, and then you're going to choose the school that they belong to. And then when they log in, it's going to say their school's name and everything at the top. Next, we have the levels manager. So the levels manager is where you can type in the level, and then all you do is put in the specific points for each one of those. So if I were to pull up my email, and I can do one really quick. So if I open up the sheet that you sent, so like level 10, 1 is 20, 2 is 18, 14, 12. So I'll put level 10, and then 20, 18, 14, 12, 10, 8, 7, 6. 8, 7, and 6. So you're going to want to put in all the levels first before you put in the tournaments, okay? So everything that was input here, and then we can adjust the points later on also if we need to. So then you can see how the points match up that way. And then once you're done with all the levels, then you can actually add the tournaments. And so adding the tournaments, what you'll do is you click Add New. You put in the year for the tournament, and so yours was going to just be 2016-17 by default. You put in the date, the tournament name. So for example, this one right here, the Don Buchanan tournament, you can put that in like that and then select that as level 10, okay? And then hit save. And so what happens then is on the school side, they choose that they're in this tournament, and then when they apply their rosters, they could put in who finished where in the tournament, okay? And then after everything's done, the individual results and the team results are all going to be posted automatically to and pretty much any website that we want to. But you can see those on the accounts. So that's the work that needs to be done first for the administrative account. For the school account, it's the same. You can go ahead and log out, and then you can just take off the admin here, and then you can log in with one of the user accounts. And so what they have to do is first they have to upload their wrestlers. So they can upload from an Excel file. So if they want to download it and then import it, they can. Or if you just want to do one by one, you can do that as well. So you can put all those in there. And then once that's completed, or you don't necessarily have to do it in that order, but then it's going to, if you go to make schedules, it's going to show all the tournaments that were input on the admin side. And then they can just check off those tournaments that they say that they're playing in. And then when it comes to post the results, then all they have to do is post the results of the tournament, and they'll be able to choose their wrestlers that they have, and then they can input the place of those wrestlers. And so obviously they can put up to 8 places for those, but they can leave them blank also. So obviously they're not going to be getting that place for every single. They're not going to be able to use all 8 places most of the time. And then when you're back on the admin side, then you can check and see the results and make sure everything's calculating correctly. So it's pretty simple. All the schools really have to do is click on Make Schedules, check off the ones that they're in, import their rosters, post results, just input where their team finished or where their individuals finished, and it's going to just automatically calculate everything for you when you go back to that admin side. So go ahead and get a couple tested. Put in some fake data if you want. Put in real data. Or last year's data if you like to, just to make sure everything's calculating correctly. And then we can make little adjustments here and there, and then launch it out for everyone to input their data. All right, thanks.